I have been there. I was miserable for years and years. I gave everyone the opportunity to judge, make comments, and just talk about my life. I had a victim mindset. I would constantly complain, but I would not do anything about it because complaining was the easier way out. Does this sound like you? Because you want to keep watching. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Josheendhillon, and on this platform of mine, I create videos just for the girls where I talk about self-love, confidence. I make little vlogs of my maybe boring life, which some people may call it. I talk about my religion, which is Sikhism, and I also showcase the beauty of modesty. So if you guys are not following me on my Instagram and Snapchat or TikTok, please feel free to check that out. The link is down below. And without further wait, let's get right into today's video. So this video is broken into 3 chapters. So chapter 1, I'll be talking about how to get to your dream life. Chapter 2, I'll be talking about small habits that you can implement to get to your dream life. So chapter number 1 is start chasing your dream life. So how do you do that? Number 1 is my absolute favorite, and you cannot pass this if you want to get to your dream life, and that is stop making excuses. Start showing up for yourself. It is literally as simple as that. I saw this quote 2 days ago and I absolutely fell in love with the quote. I've got it right here. So the quote said, did it tired? Did it alone? Did it broke? Did it scared? Still doing it. That quote changed my life and I was like, oh my God. Why? Because if you simply just follow that quote, your life will simply just change. Why? Because you'll feel so disciplined. Broke up with your boyfriend, that's fine. You cried about it, you had your moment about it. Now let's get up and let's go to the gym. Why? Because you used to go to the gym all the time when you guys were together, because that was your safe place where you could really just express yourself, let your emotions out, and really just, instead of maybe like crying, you really just worked out really hard at the gym, and that was your coping mechanism when it came to your mental health. So why would you not do that now? It's okay, you've had your cry, now it's time to, do something about it for yourself. Still showing enough self-respect for yourself that you will still be going to the gym. And I'm not saying that just push yourself if you really don't feel like it. I am saying that instead of a long, hard 1-hour workout, maybe you can do a 20-minute workout just to be disciplined, just to literally just tell yourself that, okay, I have just had a breakup. I've cried about it. It's been 3 days. Now it is time that at least I just step in the gym. I promise you, just drive to the gym. Just maybe just do a lap of the gym and then come back. Just that. Just get it started. Just be in that mindset. Be open to now not moving on, but now to just regain your self-love and just start treating yourself the way you should be treated. If you really don't feel like it, just do a 10-minute walk. Just go walk on the Stairmaster. Just don't do an intense HIIT workout. Maybe take it a little bit easier, but still show yourself enough self-respect that you are still getting out of bed and you're still showing discipline. Just because that man walked out of your life does not mean that your life has now ended. It has most likely not ended, and you will thank yourself for the little habits that you are implementing now in about even a month. You're supposed to be eating healthy this week. Go to the grocery store, fill up your kitchen with healthy meals so you have no excuse to be making pasta, or you have no excuse to be making garlic bread, because your kitchen is now full of salmon, brown rice, all of the good, healthy, nutritious stuff that your body needs. You have been meaning to catch up with a friend right now and schedule a meeting time before you get too busy, or you completely forget about it, or it just runs past your mind. It is so simple, because when we just start showing up for ourselves, it will change your mind. And I mean that, I can't even explain it to you guys. You show up for yourself, no matter what mood you are in. You are telling yourself that you have enough self-respect for yourself, and you are determined by your goals that no matter what, nothing can get in the way. My example is I've had so many excuses to not get up in the morning. Okay, I have had completely last year, I think in some of my videos I even said guys, I just cannot wake up at 6, and that's fine. I'm not gonna I just cannot. What's the point of waking up at 6? Why would I torture myself by waking up at 6? It's just silly. I couldn't care less. I've had all of the excuses to the point that I was like, nah, that chapter is now closed. We're not talking about it. 2025, I think 60 to 75% of the time I have been waking up at 6 every single day, no matter what. And that's when discipline, came in, because I'm like, this is my goal. This is where I want to get at. During the day, life gets in the way and I can't actually get everything done. Let's wake up at 6, let's just do it. And I don't know if you guys saw earlier in this video, I have just switched up my routine. So instead of just waking up at 6 like I did in the summer, and I would just just get up and brush my teeth and everything like that. Now it's really cold, okay? So instead I still wake up at 6, but I don't just jump out of bed because I do not want to. I instead read my book for 20 minutes, and then my body has that time to just wake up, just be present in the moment, and like slowly get into my day. So I'm still disciplined, I'm still showing up for myself, I'm still doing everything. Waking up at 6, it was the main priority, but I have just switched up the routine a little bit more, just so now it is meeting my needs, you know. But I'm still disciplined and I'm still determined enough that I know I want to grow, and I will still stick to my goal, my boundaries that I have set up for myself. Number 2 is stop feeling sorry for yourself and instead use that as fuel for your dream life. The only thing that is between you and your dream life right now is your victim mindset. Number 1 is you really want to be a content creator, but your parents have different goals for you. They really want you to go to uni. They want you to play it safe. They want you to get a degree. Maybe they want you to be a doctor. Maybe they want you to be an IT engineer. Maybe they want you to be a physiotherapist. Maybe they want you to be a cardiologist, surgeon, whatever it is. It doesn't matter, because you want to be a content creator. You do not want to go to uni. You do not want to play it safe like 90% of people that do. You want to be within that 10% that, you know, want to take over this new life. Your parents grew up in whatever era. Social media was not a thing then, so it's really hard for them to understand this new job, and I completely get that. Even with my parents, has been really difficult. So it's important to have that conversation, like, you know what, like I completely understand where you guys are coming from, but this is what I want to do. This is as simple as it takes. This is all it takes for you to get one step closer to your dream life. Instead, you are sitting here every night, you go to sleep crying, and every night you think about it and you tell yourself, what am I doing with my life? I have uni tomorrow, I have exams that I'm failing because I have no interest in them, and I quite clearly want to be a content creator, but I just cannot talk to my parents. But you know what, oh well, let's just go to sleep on it, because I can wake up tomorrow and just complain, because complaining is so easy. I can just say I hate my life, I hate my parents. But no, maybe your parents are open to the idea, maybe you just haven't talked to them, you know, maybe try that out. Example number 2 is you keep scrolling on social media every single day, and you're looking at your family, your cousins, your friends pulling up on nice cars. They have nice bags, they have nice things, they have nice houses. Why? Because deep down, you know, they started their businesses, they started growing. When you quite clearly have that business idea in your mind, and you've had that idea for the past 2 years, but you are just too scared to take a risk. You're just too scared of failing. The solution to the problem, the solution is that you start that business. I 99% even guarantee you that you may even fail at the start, but that's fine, because now that you have shown enough self-respect for yourself, that you are one step closer to your cousins, to your friends, to your families that are pulling up on those expensive cars, because now you have actually taken action. You're no longer just sitting on the couch complaining and just scrolling. You have actually started to take action, and that action will bring you so much more closer, because now you're in that growing journey. You know, you're in that mindset, you're in that vibe now, and you'd be like, okay, like this business idea really didn't work, and I really thought I was going to work, so maybe let me hire more staff, or maybe get more help, or maybe reach out to my cousins, like, oh, you guys have done this and I've actually been thinking about doing that, can you guys help me out? Maybe they will be more than happy to help you, but you just haven't reached out. So once you're in that mindset, it's just going to be all about growing for you. You've now cut that gap of having a victim mindset, and you are now on your way to your dream. You guys get the point. Feeling sorry for yourself will leave you stuck in that same position for years and years. There is no solution out of this problem. Number 3, the last one for this chapter, is you have to take risks. What do you mean you want to be a model, but you have never done a photo shoot and you're not willing to do a photo shoot? What do you mean you want to be a content creator, but you are too scared of what your family members would say, what your fellow class members would say, what your friends would say, what your cousins would say? Example fits in perfectly here, because I remember being a 17-year-old girl and I would look up to these YouTubers, because I think when I was about 16, 17, that's when YouTube really just started, these vlogs really started, and I used to look at all these vloggers, and I really just deep down as a girl have always just been influenced by all of these things. And deep down I always knew one day, like, this is just going to be me, but then I didn't really think as strong as I do now, because I was like, wow, like my bottom teeth are not as straight as I would want them to be, and I never really noticed that. But I would come to like camera, I was like, I could never just pick up a camera and just record my face. I would think about everything, guys. I'd be like, this is my better angle, like I would need that, how is that even possible? My teeth would show, how would I even talk, because my teeth would show. and I would hate my voice, like absolutely hate my voice, to the point that even if I had a recording, even if my mum would record anything, I was like, ew, like I sound like that, that's terrible. So like I had all of the excuses in my mind not to ever start YouTube. And can you guys imagine if I had started then, I would have maybe came so far? But no, because I had to go through that journey, you know, I had to go through that self-love journey. So what I did was, because I get a lot of girls asking me, we really want to start YouTube but we're scared about family members, so I'm gonna just give you guys this example. And anyway, so I just really started doing, this is also for the girls that find it hard to just start, is baby steps, you know. So what I started was I actually started doing vlogs on TikTok. First of all, I would talk, but then I think you can have a voiceover where someone else talks for you on TikTok. So I started off like that. And then I slowly became more confident, where I wouldn't actually show myself speaking, but I would have a voiceover of my actual voice, no more using a voiceover of someone else. And then I really just started becoming confident, started showing my face a little bit more, to then starting YouTube. So that really helped me get here, where I'm a lot more confident. So if you're willing to start, just start. And I was obviously so scared of my cousins. I remember not having my cousins. If my cousins are watching this, they would know. I remember just like avoiding the question of my cousin wanting to follow me, and I was like, oh my god, like I cannot have them following me, like this is terrible, they will all talk about me. My photos are just like not it, and they'd be like, what the hell. Like I completely get that, because I even have girls DMing me about this now, and I completely understand that. But sometimes it's just about having the open conversation. I still remember that day, I was about 18, 19, and I told my cousin, I was like, I know you want to follow me, but this is the reason, like blah, blah, blah. I do content creating on the side because I love it. And she was so understanding to this point. Like she is probably my #1 supporter. They are all like my #1 supporters at this point, and they tell me like, can we be your managers? Like they just joke around with me. So sometimes it's just about having the open conversation. The other person isn't actually as invested in your life that you may think, and I mean that in a really like positive, good way. Or even if they are, then you know, you can always block that person if they're really not understanding. At the end of the day, nothing is worth your peace, your energy. If someone's draining your energy, it's okay to like, you know, block them. Like it's fine if you've had that conversation, it's just not working out, and if that person did mean something to you, it's fine to move on. Because yeah, so that's my little tip to you, and I promise it works. But going back to our topic, sometimes you just have to take risks. If I hadn't taken the risk of making my YouTube video, if I was still so focused on my teeth that were crooked because they are still not straight, but I'm still starting, I would have been stuck a year ago at the bottom, still thinking I should have started YouTube. So this is your sign to start taking risks. Chapter 2 is talking about 3 small habits that will take you so far in life, and I swear by each and every one of them. Number 1 is connecting to your feelings. This one is actually quite new to me, because I always used to connect to my feelings by talking it out with someone else, and that was, for me, that was my brother. But now that he's moved to America, I really just realized that I don't really have a lot of people to talk to. I do like to keep things to myself. So what I love doing now is going for a walk. That way I can connect with my feelings, I can check up on myself, what's going on. I love just listening to like maybe like pumped up music that just gets me in the vibe. I feel so motivated and so like inspired on my walks. I can really just get like through that gunk in my head that builds up, or like whatever I'm sad about, I can just like really just talk myself through it. Like, what is going on? How are you doing? How is life? And yeah, that has been a game changer for you. You can be journaling, and it can also just be talking to someone. You can be talking to your brother, your friend, your family. It's so important to clear your mind. So sometimes the breakouts, like my face has been breaking out, it doesn't show on your face, because now you're dealing with your stress, you're talking to someone. Do not just suppress your feelings. Do not just be like, oh my god, I cannot cry. Like, stop crying. What are you doing? Please cry for as long as you need, for a month, a year. I don't know how long, maybe not a year, but a month, a week, I don't know, however long it takes you. Please do cry about it. Do not suppress your feelings. It's okay to cry. You're human, guys. Can we just normalize crying? Can we normalize being angry? Feel your feelings. When you feel your feelings, you'll be done with them. You'll be ready to move on. Number 2 is showing gratitude. All of us, we haven't made it yet. No one has made it. You think that millionaire has made it? No, they still haven't made it. They still want to be a billionaire. They're not there yet, okay? It is so important to still show gratitude. Please wake up in the morning and be thankful that you are human. You have your parents, you have your brother, you have your family, you have your sister, you have your cousins, you have a very supportive group of friends. Because you know what, maybe you'll wake up tomorrow and God forbid, someone might not even be there that meant so much to you. So you have a lot to be grateful for. Of course, we haven't made it, but that doesn't mean we walk around holding a grudge towards everyone. We need to show gratitude. We need to tell the universe, God, whoever you believe in. For me, I believe in God. I need to tell God that, you know what, I'm so grateful for my brother, I'm so grateful for my parents, I'm so grateful for this life, I'm so grateful for basic things like water, for shelter. I'm so grateful, but I want more. Like, I'm willing to work more. So can you please help me to get to that level? Ask God, you know, ask God for the things that you want. Talk to God, talk to the universe if you're a spiritual person. Number 3 is setting boundaries. You are going nowhere in 2025. You are not going to having any control over your life if you have no boundaries. If Sarah's told you, oh, let's meet up for a coffee, but you know you have a pile full of work, but you still meet Sarah for coffee, where is your boundary? You cannot be going on like that. You need to tell Sarah, you know what, like, I've got a lot of work to do today. Maybe we can catch up on the weekend when I do have a little bit of spare time, because you know it's the weekend. You can have a little bit of spare time. You can get time to catch up with your friends. So important to have boundaries, you guys, with your family, friends. I talk about this in my every single video. I never had any boundaries, and I was like, you know what, like, let's just go out with my friends. Let's just go out to this relative's house that maybe I don't even like, maybe I don't even care about, until I really started having boundaries. And now my parents know, like, trust me, they know that I will be not going. So they wouldn't even ask me when I have like too much going on, because it's very important to prioritize yourself. Instead of then going to the party that you didn't want to and like sitting down and complaining, just say no. Just say you can't come, you've got something going on, your mental health isn't there yet, whatever your reason is, just let them know, you know, like, it's fine. This is really not that deep. My loves, that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really liked making it, because I know for the longest time ever I've had no control over my life. Like, I've literally let everyone else take control over my life, and it feels really nice, you know, to finally be thriving, be happy, and be in control of your life. So I really wanted to share with you guys everything that I've learned so far. So I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.